Now this is the forecast sheet for this week, Monday to Friday, 6th to 10th of March. And each day you come across the sessions, the three sessions of the day, Japanese, European, and the US sessions. And in these sessions, the players are expected to make some specific moves in the market. And with the help of such identified moves, we will try to decide on the trade, whether we can do the buy and sell or a sell and buy trade in a specific currency. I have all along explained that in a currency, when you use the live market quote page, and in a currency, when the spread between the high and the low is more than 40 pips, then you try to commit the position in those currencies. Here you come across on whatever the low they set on Friday is still being shown. Actually, the low is 1.0600. So only in the case of euro, others are fine. So when the spread between the high and the low is less than 40 pips, try to avoid committing positions because they may not make any significant move in those currencies until otherwise they make 40 pip spread. What they do is they hold certain currencies and move certain other currencies in order to handle the crosses. Also, we will be able to identify that with the help of the net changes. So whenever you come across the Euro GBP showing negative net change, USDN is also showing negative net change. That means it is a contrarian move. That is, Euro and GBP are showing the USD gaining move, USDN is showing USD weakening move. And this is a contrarian move you come across here. And when they do this, we understand that they are handling the crosses. So whenever they are handling crosses, there is no point in committing positions in major. What will happen is the major, they might be holding and make the moves in the crosses by making specific moves in any one of the currency which is responsible for the movement in the cross. So invariably what will come across that what the currency you have committed, they might hold the other currency. Suppose Euro GBP, you are trying to take a position in the Euro GBP cross. They might hold the Euro and make quick move in the case of GBP. So when they make such contrarian move, then if you have committed a position in Euro, your patience will be tested because it will be consolidating, whereas GBP might be making big move. So each time whenever they are making the contrarian move, it is better to avoid taking positions in them until such time they are able to bring in the USD weakening or the USD gaining move. Then it is easy for you to commit a position and that will yield good profit. Now, today is 6th of March. They are expected to make the swing and rise move during that of the Japanese session. And week beginning false move could be seen during that of the European session. Swing and slide could be seen. And then US session again, they are expected to gain the levels. And you know that last week I was explaining that they are expected to gain the levels in the month of March. And they used Ellen's speech as the trigger. And so they need some act as a trigger so that they will be able to make either upward or the downward move. So this upward move, after doing a prolonged lower level consolidation last week, they quickly killed level on Friday. And they are expected to continue the gain with some swing on specific sessions. And then you will come across more gaining moves in the market happening. So tomorrow, 7th of March, swing and slide is expected to be seen during Japanese session, followed by the swing and rise and swing and form up during European and the US session. Then Wednesday and Thursday, they are expected to make the dip and rise during that of the Japanese session, and swing and rise during that of the European session. and then swing and slide during that of the US session. So both days you will come across similar moves happening in the market. On Friday, when the non-farm payroll is going to be announced, they are expected to gain the levels during that of the Japanese session and start making the slide during that of the European session before the non-farm payroll in the case of Euro and GBP, and start gaining the level soon after the release of the non-farm payroll and continue to swing at a higher level during the US session, and then start gaining slowly the levels as the intentional move. So you could come across the players making either way stop ends, initially a drop before that of the data release, and afterwards they are expected to slowly gain the level on Friday. Then following week, next week, that is 13th to 17th of March, they are expected to make the swing and rise move as the intentional move. So these are all the expected market moves. You know that month end and the month beginning time, they will try to bring in the volatility, and that doesn't mean that euro has become weak or GBP has become weak, etc. They try to hit the stops in that of the derivative market, and that is why they make some extreme moves during that time frame. And also you come across extended stop ends. They had done it in the case of GBP to start with last week, followed by that they made the extended downward stop in the case of USD and then start gaining the levels. So this part of the game of month end and the new month beginning time. So you should not become bearish or bullish following it. And what they intend to do, we need to read during that of the trending time.